Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today we got another soldering project to do, and if you remember in one of our previous videos, we had that helping hands thing sent to us by Uwu, however you pronounce it. That was this thing here with the light magnifying glass. This thing was really helpful. We'll probably end up using that a little bit today. But another thing we got from them is their soldering kit. This is their soldering iron kit that they have. It has the tweezers and everything. They also give you solder. You got the solder sucker. If you made a mistake, you got to suck the solder off the board. But I mean, I've used these, but I kind of prefer the wick. The wick seems to work better. It sucks right up the wick. It works pretty good. But it does come with a couple tweezers too. Another thing they sent us is this rework station, this hot air rework station. We're not going to be using that today because we're not reworking anything. We're going to be soldering together. It's like a stem. It's like a kit for younger kids trying to teach them how to solder and stuff. We bought it for somebody that they didn't want it, so we're going to solder today. It's like a new start. It's like comes with the board, but I'll show you that here in a minute. Comes with the board. You put everything on it. It makes a Bluetooth speaker. So it's going to be a pretty fun project to do just to play around and test out the new soldering iron. But we will show you this at the end of the video. If you were reworking something on the board, like say we messed up on that board and wanted to rework it, we could use this. This heats up to 500C, which is about 932 degrees Fahrenheit. So heats up pretty good and you can rework pretty good. Plus this also comes with a solder sucker and some tweezers and all that good stuff. So this will be, I'll show you this at the end of the video. This kit for the Bluetooth speaker is literally a kit. You guys can see it comes with the circuit board. Everything's got to be soldered onto the board. There's more here for it. You got your front display, you got your microphone, bunch of lights in there. Here's all the stuff that needs to be soldered in this package. Looks pretty cool. And a couple speakers. That's going to make up your Bluetooth speaker. And then the case. It's a nice wooden case with a switch to put your speakers in. So it'll be a fun project to do. There's complete instructions in here to show you how to do it. So like I said, it's one of them STEM learning things that you can get for kids. Well, between a certain age range. Or if you're wanting to help them to put it together, it'd be a cool project to do. So that's what we're going to start today. We'll show you a little bit of us using the soldering thing, doing this, putting this together. I mean, we're not going to bore you with the whole thing going together, but we'll leave links to this stuff in the description below if you guys are interested. Probably affiliate links through Amazon to help the channel. No cost to you. We appreciate the support. So with that being said, let's get over here, open this soldering kit, get everything plugged in and ready to go, and then we'll open up the board or open up this, see what our first instruction is, what we got to do. All right, we're going to get this soldering gun put together. This one here has the solder goes on a reel and it feeds it through with every push of the trigger. So if you need a little bit of solder, you can just press the button. Might make it for feeding through there a little better. Never really use that kind, but we're going to today. Pretty simple to mount this part. Just put the spindle in, put the bolt back through and put the nut on. You don't have to really tighten the nut because you want that to be able to spin through there freely. So just, you know, put it on there a little bit. Don't put pliers on there to tighten or anything. So that's free spinning. And you can see here, we'll open the side of this up so you guys can see in here the mechanism. Every time you pull the trigger, it ratchets the solder through the tip down here, and then it'll give you a little bit if you need it. So we're gonna feed this through here like this. You'll just keep feeding it through until it reaches there. It'll stop. You got to press the trigger. You can see it pulling it in. It has a little ratcheting action. You can see it out that end there. Then it pushes it right towards the tip where we need it. Every time we need some, we just press the trigger a little bit. And then we're going to mount this on the back of here. And this just mounts like right on there like that. It'll feed the solder in. And we can put our side back on here. We don't need to see that. If you get a jam, you can go in here and clean it out. Then we'll plug this in. It heats up quick for what we're doing. So we're going to plug this in and then we'll get our board set up in our helping hands over here. And commence the soldering all these resistors on there. I suppose there's no positive and negative to those, so we're going to put all those in all the different spots and then solder the back, clip the remainder off. We'll show you a couple doing it with this so you can see how this works. One thing that would be nice if the kit included was maybe some soldering paste, or you know, they have them soldering pens. That would help pretty good. It'd be nice if it had that, but so far, I mean, I'm liking everything. I mean, I haven't used it yet, but the soldering paste would be nice. So let me get this plugged in. We'll wait for it to heat up. We'll come back. All right, this when I said heat up fast, I meant super fast because we just plugged in. I went to straighten the solder and it gave me a little burn there. But you press the trigger here, see how it just gets the solder to where it needs it. So that's pretty cool. That way you don't have to feed it in from the other way. You frees up a hand kind of. So what we're gonna do, you can see on this board here, we got all these different spots. Like up here, we need to put it in here and here. So we're gonna put the first one in to there. We're going to twist this down in to the second one. That's why these helping hands work great on this, because it holds the board for you and it gives you that magnifying glass to see. There we go. We got that first one in place. Now we're just going to rotate the board and we should be able to just solder that in there. Then you can trim off the rest. If you guys have, I mean, if you're using one of these, you've probably done something like this before. So you can see it here, sitting on here. We're just going to take solder. I know my hands might be in your guys' way, but I'll try to clear it. We're going to take solder and put it on the first connection here. I'm hoping this works good enough to do this. See, that one's soldered in. That was actually pretty handy. Thought I was going to have a problem doing that, but man, it worked pretty nice. Flow that big pile out. And that'll loosen up a little bit. Let me get another back on there. All right, so that's the first resistor on there. To be honest, for this small of a job, this is almost too big of a tool. I mean, it's working pretty good. I like how it feeds the solder, and I can still use my other hand so I don't have to, you know, use the heat and the solder to feed. You guys can see my hand up here. Normally you have to feed the solder and then use your soldering iron. This one here feeds it for me, so I don't really have to worry about it. I mean, if we can get this, aim this a little bit more towards the tip. So when it comes out, yeah, there we go. See, now it starts to come out towards the tip. We can use more of the tip of the soldering iron. Yeah, like that. So that'd be nice for the next one. So now that we got that first one in, we're just going to trim it off. Like so. And that clears that one up. Now we just go on to our next one. We repeat that. There's like 20 of them for this board, just this little board alone. So you can see the pile of these parts here. There's tons of them we got to put in. I'm not going to bore you with putting every one in, but it's going to be exactly the same as we did on that one. We're just going to put the next one in, flip it over, solder it, keep going through all the board and do the whole thing. And then we'll continue this whole board going along. But everything else we're putting on here, including the other resistors, the other diodes, the monolithic capacitors, all that stuff that's going on here, the switch, the potentiometers, the microphone, the soldering, all the stuff you guys can see on this kit, all the stuff is going to get soldered on the board. So we're going to be putting those all on here, which would take forever in this video, so we're not going to bore you with that, but that's what this thing is good for. And like I promised, I'm going to show you, I'm going to do a couple more of these, and like I promised, I'll show you this rework station, because that thing's pretty awesome also. So let me get a couple more of these on, then we'll show you that rework station. All right, bonus footage here, actually, as we're doing this, that shows you how to use this solder sucker. We got a little bit of solder in the other hole there, so we're just going to heat that up. And then what we did was press this trigger down. Then we'll just press the trigger to release the other button to release it, to try to suck the solder out of the hole. I think, yep, that cleared it out already. So now we got the solder out, we can keep putting them in. So it was cool to get to show you guys that. That works pretty good. Like I said, I do like the wick, but this works pretty good in a pinch. All right, guys, we are well on our way on that Bluetooth speakers project. This is the thing I was talking about. This is like that would be nice to be included with that kit, is the it's a flux pen, so it'll put a little flux on here, makes your solder flow a little better. These work great. Overall, we do like this. I mean, it's nice that it feeds, but for a project as delicate as we're doing, this tip is a little fat for our project on this board, but we did get a few on with this one so far. I'd say it'd be better for a little bit bigger of a project, something that has, you're soldering a little more, like maybe some wires together or something like that. This would be perfect for that. But something small like this, these diodes, not so much. And I like I said, it holds it back here and just feeds it. So frees up a hand for you if you're trying to hold something together. Pretty good setup. And like I said, it did include the tweezers. You have the straight and the angled ones. Helps you to hold that delicate stuff like you need to. And that solder sucker, which we showed you how we use that. And we did use it a couple times, which is pretty awesome. So like I promised, I'm going to show you guys the rework station that they also sent to us. So we'd like to thank them for sending this out to us for a review. Like I said, it's a rework station. Gives you instructions. Comes with the power cord. Feels like a nice flexible power cord. This kit also includes another solder sucker. So you guys got a lot of solder sucking to do. Right here's another one. And then comes with some consumable stuff too, but you got tweezers in here. Almost the same thing as in the soldering kit. You got the curved and the straight. Some other type of rods here, which is cool. It's supposed to come with replacement ceramic if you need it, which I believe that's what this is. Like if the tip got burnt out, it includes an extra for you. See if you guys can see that ceramic. With all the heating elements, the wires there. In case you had to replace it, it's nice that they include that one for you. It also includes a holder for it right here for the gun. And also it has the nozzles, so you can, I'll pull these out for you guys. They have different size nozzles. If you're trying to concentrate heat in a smaller area, you can go with the smaller nozzle. So say you want to concentrate heat in a little area with this one, or you got a bigger area you're trying to rework, you can use the bigger nozzle here. But there's 3 sizes. Pretty awesome that it includes that. Let's pull the unit out. It's a small little unit. It will fit nice on a workbench. Right here. I mean, it's really lightweight. Like I said, it goes up to 932 degrees Fahrenheit, 500 C. It's got the nice digital readout. I mean, you can see how small it is. It's lightweight. Got your plug section in the back. And then on here's where your gun's going to go, or your wand. It only goes the one way. In the instructions, just shows you how to do that. But let's open up the wand here. Pretty nice. You can see the wand here if you're trying to, I mean, this is where that ceramic is if you needed to replace it, but this blows out the hot heat. And then you can see here there's a little notch in the top of your plug. See if you guys can get that. That's going to dictate which way it goes in the front of that thing. We could do that real quick. We'll just look for that notch up towards the top. So just look for it up towards the top. Plug it in. Screw the nut down. That'll tighten it down for you. I should have brought the thermal camera so we could have plugged this in and shown the heat. But let me plug it in so we'll get the readout here. Where do we put our plug? All right, guys, we have this plugged in and running. You can see we have it cranked all the way up. A good amount of heat comes out of there. Heck yeah, and you can go up with it here. See if you want to go higher. We right now have it at 100 C, but it goes all the way up to 500 C, which you'll know what you need with the work you're doing. You know, if you're dealing with the bigger stuff, you'll want higher. But I mean, let me just crank it up a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty nice, and it heats. Like they said in the instructions, it heats really fast. 100 C is as low as it goes. So you can click, which I like that they included was click between Fahrenheit and Celsius. So 100 C, 212 Celsius. So pretty nice. It works pretty good. On and off switch. This is good to have on your workbench when you're working with them electronic stuff. So good for makers and things like that. This would be handy tool to have. So I want to give a big shout out to NEWACALOX. I think that's how you pronounce it, for sending this out to us. The helping hands, like I said, we use these all the time, but the soldering iron, this will be handy for a lot of projects, and this here especially when we get this. Maybe we'll do another video on this one alone when we have a project that we're going to be using this for, but I can see this coming in handy for a lot of that electronic stuff we do when we do some stuff with our solar setups and stuff like that. It'll probably be handy for that. So with that being said, guys, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, don't forget to hit us up down below. We'll answer most of anything we can. If not, we'll try to find the answers for you. And if you don't mind, hit the subscribe button. Only takes a minute. Don't cost you anything. It helps support our channel. We would appreciate that. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Try something new.